Hello students, welcome to English classes by Piyusha Misa. Today I have brought you a new video for class 9 term 2 examination. In this video, I am starting with literature portion. You will read the extract and find out the answer. The extract. I shall have some peace there, for peace come dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. Question. What does the word there in the above lines refer to? Answer. There refers to in inspiry. Next question. Name the literary device used in the poem. Answer. Alliteration, repetition and anaphora. Next question. How does peace enter the hearts of peasants? Answer. The peace will come from the songs sung by cricket. Next question. Name the poet and the poem. Answer. Name the poem Lake Isle of an Innisfree and poet is W.V. Yeats. Next extract. Where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snows, and the children look like bears cub in the funny furry clothes. Question. What do children like? Answer. They like to sledge with their reindeer. Next question. How do children look like? Answer. Children look like bear cubs after wearing furry coats. Next question. Which type of woman was she? Answer. She was a greedy woman and did not want to give a big piece to Saint Peter. Last question. Name the poet and the poem. Name of the poem is The Legend of the Northland, written by Frederick Carey. Next extract. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. Question is, why does it take much time to kill a tree? Answer. The tree's root becomes firm in the earth and it rises on the earth very slowly and the roots cannot be pulled out completely. Next question. Why a simple jab of knife does not kill a tree? Answer. A simple jab of knife cannot kill a tree because it has grown and become very strong, consuming the earth. Question. What is the word used for discolored bark? Answer. Leprous skin. Next question. How does the tree become so strong? Answer. A tree becomes so strong by nourishing itself on the nutrients found in the earth with years of water, sunlight and air. Next extract. Said the duck to the kangaroo, good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a war in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. Question is, what does the duck praises the kangaroo about? Answer. The duck praises kangaroo about the way he hops. Where does the duck find its life boring? Answer. The duck found its life boring in the pond. What does the duck wish? The duck wishes to copy the quality of the hopping of kangaroo. What does the duck long for? Answer. The duck longs to go out in the world to enjoy the beauty of nature. These are some questions you have to answer in 30 to 40 words. How does the snake try to save himself from the pursuing snake? Answer. The snake is trying to escape from a stroke of a stick being chased by someone. Snake is trying to escape at a great pace so that the man cannot reach and kill it. The movement of the snake is very graceful and elegant. Next question. Who were Sue and Johnsy? Answer. Sue and Johnsy were two young artists. Their economic conditions were not good. They were strugglers. They lived in the artists' colony. They shared a small flat. Next question. How did the last leaf become Bearman's masterpiece? Answer. It seemed that Johnsy had no willingness to live in the state of depression. Sue tried her best to take her friend out of that state. Bearman had a dream to paint a masterpiece in his life. He kept waiting for the opportunity to give it a practical shape so he could materialize his dream when he painted the last leaf of the ivy creeper. What were the drops of rain actually? Why did they fall? Answer. The drops of rain were actually the tears that rolled down the happy prince's sapphire eyes, shed them because he was sad to see the poverty and misery of the city dwellers. Next question. How did Gerard outwit the intruder? Answer. The intruder was a criminal. He had killed a policeman. Policeman was chasing him like a hunted rat. Mr. Gerard resembled him. He too lived a lonely life and very few people knew him. Intruder wanted to kill him and take on his identity. He learned his expression, movement and style. He broke into Gerard's only cottage. He wanted to kill him and live as Gerard's to doze the police and others. But Gerard outwitted the intruder. He told him that he was also a murderer and the police was against him. The intruder was convinced and agreed to help Gerard. But Gerard cleverly trapped him in a cupboard and handed him to the police. Next question. Which two things did Bryson remember at the Logan airport in Boston? Answer. When the author was going to England on a week-long journey, he got in troublesome situation at the Logan airport in Boston. He had put his visiting card in the carry-on bag. When he tried to open it, it would not open because its zip got jammed. When he pulled it hard, it broke and all the contents of the bag disgorged on the ground. He got a long deep cut in his finger and it started bleeding. Next question. What offer was made by Sergei to the beggar in order to discourage him? Answer. Sergei refused to give alms to Lushkoff the beggar. He offered to give him work so that the beggar can live a respectful life. He took him home and gave him the work of chopping wood. Lushkoff agreed to do this work not because he was hungry and scanted work. He agreed to do it because of pride and shame. He had been trapped by his own works. Later, Sergei provides a better job to Lushkoff. His friend needed a copywriter as Lushkoff was able to write, so Sergei sent him to his friend. Sergei advised him to work hard and not to drink. Now it's the turn of long answer type question. Here you have to answer the question in 100 to 150 words. Question is, why does the intruder intend to kill Gerard? How does he look like? Answer. The intruder was a criminal. He had killed a policeman. Police was chasing him like a hunted rat. Mr. Gerard resembled him. He too lived a lonely life and very few people knew him. Intruder wanted to kill him and take on his identity. He learned his expressions, movement, and style. He broke into Gerard's lonely cottage. He wanted to kill him and live as Gerard to dose the police and others. But Gerard outwitted the intruder. He told him that he was also a murderer and the police was against him. The intruder was convinced and agreed to help Gerard. But Gerard cleverly trapped him in a cupboard and handed him to the police. Gerard looked like him. He was of medium size, just like Gerard. There was a revolver in one of his hands. He was dressed in an overcoat and a soft hat. His appearance revealed him to be a thief. Next question. Who is Maria Sharapova? Write about her achievements. Answer. Maria Sharapova is a girl with a smiling face and glamorous attire. But she is a determined girl who worked excessively hard to win the world #1 position in women's tennis. Maria Sharapova was born in Siberia, Russia. At the age of 9 years, she left Russia for Florida in the USA. She went there with her father Yuri. She had to spend 2 hard years in the tennis training camp. She did hard efforts in the training camp. It was a heart-wrenching 2 years separation from her mother. Maria Sharapova learned an important lesson is a life that tennis excellency would not only come at a price. Maria Sharapova was jailed for nearly 10 years old. The seniors in the training camp treated her badly. They looked her up. They asked Maria to tidy up the room and clean it. Maria Sharapova bagged the ladies' single crown at Wimbledon in 2004. She attained the world #1 position on Monday, 22nd August 2005. Today, she is a tennis sensation. She proved that nothing is impossible before true determination and iron will. Next question. What two strange things the Guru and disciple find in the kingdom of fools? What were the Guru's words of wisdom? How they won? Answer. Everything was upside down in the story in the kingdom of fools. The Guru and his disciple found that people slept in daytime and worked during the nights. Everything, whether rice or banana, cost the same. Any disobedience was punished. It was risky to live among the fools as one never knew what a fool had in his mind. He could create any trouble for himself as well as for others. The Guru in the story told his disciple, they are all fools. They won't last very long and you can't tell what they will do you next. Their behavior is not predictable. The disciple did not follow the advice of his Guru and was in trouble. The king, the most foolish creature of the kingdom, had a unique way of judgment. He did not apply his mind when deciding cases. Guru was a well-wisher of his disciple. Disciple did not obey his Guru, so he was in trouble. The Guru was a wise man and his prediction came true. It was only he who came on his call and saved his life with his wisdom, and the king became the victim of his own foolishness and died. Next question. Describe about the statue of Happy Prince. Was he kind? How does swallow help him? Answer is, the statue of Happy Prince was covered all over with the leaves of fine gold. Two bright sapphires were fixed in place of eyes, and the heart was made of lead. A large ruby was fixed in his sword hilt. When the prince was alive, he lived in a palace. He was brought up in a luxurious surrounding. The prince lived happily and knew no sorrow. Even the courtiers called him the happy prince. He did not know what tears were. The statue of the happy prince was installed at the highest column in the most important square of the city. The swallow was a nice bird. He wanted to go to Egypt with his friends, but when he saw tears in Prince's eyes, he decided to help the poor and discharges his duty with full loyalty and obedience. He helped the seamstress by bringing her a ruby and fanned the sick boy with his wings. He helped the playwright and the match girls too. He loved the king. When the king became blind, Swallow rejected his idea to go to Egypt. In the end, he died at the prince's feet. He remained there till her last breath. So the angel was right when it took the leaden heart of the prince and the dead swallow to heaven. Next question. Why does author feel uncomfortable in the new school? How does his schoolmates help him? Answer. The story A House is Not a Home. The author felt uncomfortable in the new school because he was not familiar with the school environment, teachers, and classmates. In the story A House is Not a Home, the author felt uncomfortable in the new school because he was not familiar with the school environment, teachers, and classmates. When he lost each and everything in fire, he felt insecure, and in this harsh time, his schoolmates introduced themselves to him. They all contributed and gifted him school supplies. As everyone was aware of his plight, all the teachers knew about his hardship. Thus the sympathy and cooperation in school comforted him. Now his opinion changed about his new school and he started making friends. Next question. Why Carters made fun of Lushkoff? Answer. Sergei is moved into another house. He asked Lushkoff to pack and haul the furniture, but Lushkoff hardly touched the furniture. He looked sad, silent and gloomy. He walked behind the wagon hanging his head. He also shivered in cold. So the Carters made fun of Lushkoff for his idleness, weakness and fancy overcoat. Next is the writing section, and I will start with letter writing. Question is, nowadays girls are being kidnapped and raped in all cities. Write a letter to the editor suggesting the role of government to make our city a secure place to women. Answer. T26, Kabinagar, AB Road, Gwalior. Date 4th November 2020. The editor, Hindustan Times, Gwalior, PIN 474006. Subject, making our city safe for women. Sir, through the columns of your esteemed daily, I would like to draw the attention of the government, police, and the public towards the increasing cases of molestation of women. There are frequent cases of kidnapping, eve-teasing, rape, and molestation of the young girls and women who are unsafe. They are unsafe on roads, in offices, and in other working places. Even they have danger from neighbors, relatives, and strangers. Government can take some important steps in arranging defensive martial arts coaching, implement existing rules strictly, Police can be more vigilant. Courts should award strict punishments for the criminals. I hope these steps and other measures will make our city safer. Thanking you, yours faithfully, Naman. Next question. You are Rohini Raj. You are interested in doing a short-term computer course. Write a letter to VJ Computer to inquire about all details. 25 MJ Colony, Kirti Vihar Colony, Delhi, PIN 110046. Date 20th August 2020. After that, the Director, VJ Computer, New Delhi. Then, subject, inquiry about computer courses. Sir, this is with reference to your advertisement in the time of 14th July 2020 regarding short-term computer course. I would like to know some more details about the course. I am preparing for the 10th board examination. I have very short time for my study and I want to improve my skills in computer. Let me know if you conduct this computer course independent. Let me know about the duration of the course and class timings. I would also like to know the fee for the course and whether it is payable in installments. Do you offer any discounts to meritorious students? I shall be grateful if you send me a prospectus giving these details and an admission form at the earliest. Thanking you, yours faithfully, Raj. At last, one diary entry. Question is, you have recently won the English Olympiad with high score. Write your feelings in a diary. So you will start from day, date and time. Tuesday, 14th March, 10 p.m. Dear Diary, how happy I am today. I was always neglecting my studies at the cost of my love to play. But one day my teacher guided me to study carefully. I was encouraged by her words. I participated in English Olympiad, so I worked hard and scored good marks in it. I felt no wound when my teacher announced my name in assembly. My friends and teachers congratulated me. My parents were happy and satisfied. I have proved that concentration upon study could score good. I realized one must pursue what one desires. Now it's the time to sleep. Good night, Amit. So now keep practicing and keep learning. That's the end of the content. Thank you.